Um, I'm just going to make a video in response to all these dating videos and everything that we're seeing on YouTube and around. Um, I think people are trying way too hard to get somebody or land somebody, or the terminology they use. Number one, the basis to start for all people is love bears all things. That's in the Bible. Jesus spoke of it. And yet I constantly see conditions being put on relationships. If the woman does this, if the woman does that, don't do this, don't do that. It's all programmed. And that's what's distressing me. I don't know about the other people out there, but it's like people only love you as long as you're projecting what they want to see. And it's just not going to wash, because you're all going to age, you're all going to pass gas and lose your bowels, you're all going to lose your urine at some point, you're all going to have accidents at some point, and you're going to lose your hair, you're going to lose teeth, you're going to have a lot of things happen to you before you die and pass away from the earth. And what I keep seeing being portrayed is, as long as you're this vibrant, young, youthful, highly successful, making lots of money, perfect robot that they're pushing out now, that, well, you'll be in a good relationship. It's so fake, and it's so false, and that is not what's really going on. Love bears all things. That means if you've got a man who's looking at porn and you have somebody who's out running the town and everything else, well, okay, you don't want a venereal disease, that's true. But look past the behaviors and see kind of what's going on, and make your decision then. And same with women. If you think you have to smile a certain way, some of you have not had good dentistry done, and I don't blame you for not wanting to smile, because everyone judges you on if you have capped teeth like Hollywood. You know, I know, because I've gone through this. And it's not that you don't want to smile. It's not that you're not happy, basically, as a person. It's just, as soon as you do smile, they're looking to see how white your teeth are, if you've had braces or not, what kind of social status you're in. It's not what they're portraying to you as the truth. The truth is they're judging you on all levels. So that's not love. That's the first starting out basis. Those people who've been given a lot of money, the Lord says, those who've been given much is required. That means you're not going to be able to sit in the back seat and just ride along. It means you're required to help. It means you're required to use what you've been given to help others. You're not going to be able to sit in the stands and just watch everybody else falling down on the field. That's not what's going to happen here. And so, if you have a girlfriend or a wife who's self-conscious about her teeth, help her get them fixed. And you won't have to worry about how many times she smiles or not. They're tired of being criticized. They're tired of being judged when they've given and given and given, and they're just wore out, and they're just tired of it. And women, don't try so hard to keep your man. If he's going to stray, he's going to stray, no matter if you look like $1,000,000. Just look at the tabloids. Those relationships didn't last, and those people spent all kinds of hours at the gym, fixing themselves up, being a certain way, just being the life of the party, and their relationships fell apart. So you can't go by those things. You just have to do what you can in your realm and then forget the rest. The people who are going to hate you are going to hate you no matter what you do. Some people hate people that aren't blonde. Some people hate them that don't have blue eyes. It makes no difference what you do. Let those people go. It's just trying way too hard to keep things together. That doesn't mean don't put effort in your relationships. It just means don't keep molding yourself to try to keep your man interested. If he's that fickle, he's going to be fickle with everybody he encounters, because he doesn't have truth dwelling in him. Just get into the jobs that you like or find fulfilling. Read the things you like to read. Don't care what people think about it. Don't keep trying to mold yourself to their ideal. They can be dead wrong. So all this stuff of when you're in the grocery store, you should appear this way. When you're on the street, you should appear this way. You know what? Those people who've been killed in natural disasters, their last few moments on the earth, I don't know that they were worried about how they looked to everybody. You know, it's getting out of hand. We didn't love God first. God loved us while we were yet sinners. You keep forgetting that. You think you're going to attain it by your own efforts. And the thing to do is let some of the things go. Be yourself. If the man's not going to stay around, well, go on then. You know, you're not going to fare better by trying to hang on to him into old age. If he's that fickle, he'll hit his wall eventually where no one wants anything to do with him. You have to make some decisions for yourself and stop being so desperate for men. If you're going to have a baby, you're going to have a baby. If it's meant to be that you have a child, you'll have one, and it'll be at the right time. Just don't be worried about every little living thing. You know, don't worry about how they constantly perceive you. You know, they've got bad days too. You know, they don't wake up with their breath smelling great and their every hair in place and never get broccoli caught in their teeth and never pass gas in front of other people. They have their faults just like everybody else. So when they play the mind game on you, like if you do this, sweetheart, it so turns me off. Well then, if you're that fickle, then you don't bear all things, and that means you're not love. Because what did Jesus say? Love bears all things. Get in the hospitals and in the nursing homes and take care of some people other than yourself for a while, and you'll get a true meaning of what it's like to serve another person when they're not at their loveliest and everything's going the greatest for them. And you'll be there one day. So just stop it, people. It's getting annoying. So anyway, and that's for every race and creed. Just cut it out. Be yourselves and be good to yourselves. The rest will come. Reach out to some other people who might not be as fortunate. Start doing some things that don't get paid for. You don't have to get a wage for everything. You know, that's just a thought anyway. Don't worry about your bikini this summer. Just be yourself. Anyway, thank you.